Your gut, the area where you digest your food, and your brain are always communicating. Think of them as two pals with walkie-talkies, always updating each other. For example, when your tummy feels good, it tells your brain good news. But if something's not right, it might give a warning. This chit-chat is known as the gut-brain axis. Keeping this line open and clear is super important for our well-being. So stick around and you'll discover how your gut feelings are more literal than you think. Spoke with my friend recently and she shared that after eating meat, she felt, not so great. Like her brain and her gut had a mini meeting and they both decided, nope, meat's not for us. A lot of people think the gut's just the stomach, but in fact, it's a super long slide from your mouth all the way to, the other end. And there are tiny little nerve cells along this slide. They talk to your brain, sending messages about what you eat, feel, and do. Inside this slide, there's different zones. Some are acidic and some aren't. And these zones are like mini homes for tiny bacteria. What's cool is you can change these zones based on what you do and eat. The development of your microbiome is significantly influenced by several factors. Whether you were born by a C-section or vaginal birth, who handled you immediately after birth, the amount of skin contact you received, whether you were a premature baby, if you had pets at home, and whether you were allowed to play in the dirt or kept in a sterile environment. These experiences shape different zones known as your microbiome and the microbacteria that resides within them. Feeling lost? Don't worry, I got you. Let's break it down. Microbacteria, these are tiny little residents of your gut, single-celled organisms, whereas your microbiome, it's like a city where all these bacteria live and work. This also includes multicellular organisms such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, and parasites. Right now, when it comes to microbacteria, you've got about 6 pounds of these tiny guys in your body. So you are constantly making and excreting these microbacteria. As a matter of fact, at least 60% of what comes out on the other end is microbacteria. They come and go based on what you eat, who you bring around you, and even the air that you breathe. Your microbiome is super powerful. It tells your brain what's up, influencing what you do, think, and feel. Think of it as a mini control center. Now, how do they chat with your brain? Using nerve cells called neurons. These neurons send messages to your brain like,
hey, we need more of that yummy dark chocolate.
Or maybe
skip the broccoli next time.
There are two main ways your gut talks to your brain. One is like a direct call, an electrical communication happening from the enteric nervous system, ENS, which is a network of nerves located along the gut wall. The ENS contains over 100 billion neurons. This is more than the spinal cord. Using this system, the brain and gut can send signals back and forth to the gut to control digestion and other functions. The other pathway is more indirect. The gut releases chemical substances known as neurotransmitters, like sending a postcard to the brain. Gut bacteria that produce serotonin can help to improve mood and reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. Therefore, eating right can really help you keep the chat
positive.
Okay, let's talk about keeping our gut healthy. We don't know everything about the perfect way to do this, but some things are pretty clear. For example, stress can really mess with your gut buddies, which is the microbacteria. And to keep them happy, it's a good idea to eat real high-quality foods such as fruits, veggies, and making sure that you're getting enough fiber. Now, you might have heard of probiotics. They're like adding more friendly bacteria to your gut team. It's usually a good idea to include some of this in your diet. And you can find this from certain yogurts that are low in sugar, such as Greek and fermented foods. But taking too many, especially from strong prescription strength type of probiotics, might not always be the best idea. It's like inviting too many friends over, it can get too crowded. Remember, if you're under stress, maybe from traveling a lot, not sleeping enough, or changing your diet big time, it can throw things off. And when your gut's out of balance, it can affect your brain too. So it might help to eat more fiber and even some fermented foods once in a while. Here's a list of some foods you should incorporate into your diet. Shopping tip is to look for the item here in the fridge section rather than on the store shelves, as they will contain more live cultures that contains the good bacteria for your gut. They can also help in reducing inflammation in our bodies and make the environment very diverse and rich. And keep that brain gut chat super clear. Mindset Minute! So next time you feel a gut feeling, know that it's your brain and gut having a chit chat. Our gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters that influence mood, so what we eat matters. Here's how to keep your gut-brain connection happy. Eat prebiotics like fruits, veggies, and whole grains to feed the good bacteria. Probiotics in yogurt and fermented foods may also help. Limit processed foods such as sugary drinks and unhealthy fats. These can disrupt your gut health. Remember, by nourishing your gut, you nourish your mind for a more positive outlook. If you'd like to learn more about the gut-brain connection, find the link to these book recommendations in the description below.
Did you enjoy this video or find the content helpful?
So do subscribe if you haven't already.
I got more mindset wellness content coming, so stay tuned for the next one.
Remember, to feel well, one must eat well. Let's keep that connection strong and always choose joy.